Navy football got a massive win, their first win of the season, this past Saturday down at East Carolina in double overtime. This man was showing off the throwing arm in the victory. It's a pleasure to welcome back to the program Navy quarterback Tai Lavatai, who's back with us on GCR. Tai, it's Glenn in Baltimore. It's great to chat with you as always, man. Thank you for taking the time for us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, dude. I know it had to be a difficult couple of weeks there to start the season. How good did it feel for everyone? I know you're already thinking about Air Force, and we're going to get to that, but just to get this off your back and to get back into the win column in a big way on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a big sigh of relief for everybody. All the hard work we put in through summer, through fall ball, spring ball. We knew we could do it. We had trust in each other that we could win that game, and we just had to go out and execute the way that we knew we could. The first two games, like you said, were pretty rough, kind of disheartening because we weren't playing to the level that we wanted to on offense. Defense has been playing amazing, but that game was definitely a big leap of confidence for us all around as a team. We still can play better on offense. Defense played an amazing game. Special teams was great. But going into this next week, definitely a big momentum boost for us to get that win underneath our belt, so we can have a little bit of confidence going into this next game, which is a huge game as well.
How did you guys avoid what tends to come with struggles? How did you guys avoid finger pointing and feeling sorry for yourselves? What did it take to dig yourself back out and be ready to go for a big road game?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just the kind of guys we have on our team. I think that we always kind of end up being the underdog, and we know that the only people that we need to trust in is the people in the room that are with us. We all trust each other. We all believe in each other, and I think it kind of is a big reason why we never kind of give up on each other, regardless of the score, regardless of how the season may be going. We're never going to quit, and that's just the kind of guys that we have on our team. And I mean, it showed last Saturday. Everyone was fighting to literally the last step. So I mean, I think for us, it's just a big thing of trusting in each other and trusting in ourselves that we can get it done regardless of how the season has been going in the past or what kind of struggles may lie in the future.
Yeah, it paid off in big moments, obviously, for you guys. He is Tai Lavatai, and he's with us here on GCR. Tai, I mentioned at the top, you got to show off the throwing arm. Obviously, the huge touchdown really broke things open for you guys a little bit there. I know that when you're a quarterback at Navy, you're going to be running the triple option, but how good does it feel to remind everybody, like, yeah, I can be a quarterback too. Like, I can get the ball downfield.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, they were a very aggressive secondary, so it was part of the game plan that we felt like we needed to take a couple shots. But it was nice. I mean, you're right. We do a lot of triple stuff, a lot of running. And it's nice to get back there and throw it every now and then. And it felt like it was kind of clicking on all cylinders with that aspect of our game. So it was really nice to kind of throw the ball around. And definitely that one to Vince, his first touchdown, was a great feeling to see him be able to get that. So it was pretty cool.
I really do feel like throwing for 150 yards at Navy actually counts. Like, that's basically a 300-yard day anywhere else, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We qualify it that way, and we say you had a 300-yard day. Ty, I loved Coach Ken in the locker room afterwards celebrating with you guys, and he brings up the freaking lightning bolts. When you go to a place like Navy, clearly there's lots of goals, right? Beating Army's a goal, and you have conference goals. But the biggest one I know is the trophy. It's the Commander-in-Chief's trophy, and getting that back. What does this week mean to you, and how important is it to you guys to make sure that you follow up on what you did a week ago and you're ready to go on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, like you said, it's the start of the Commander-in-Chief trophy. So this is the first game of the series, and we know that last year, even though we beat Army, it wasn't what we wanted because we didn't end up getting the trophy. I mean, that was a great win, but the trophy didn't end up back in Annapolis. So this is the first step in bringing the trophy back to Annapolis. And I think for us, it's just remaining calm, making sure that we execute the way that we know how to, not making the game too big. It's a huge game. It's a very important game for us. But at the end of the day, it is just a football game, and I think it gets kind of nerve-wracking sometimes for I have yet to play in it in a Air Force Navy game, so this will be my first one. But just not making the moment too big is definitely a big step that we are a big point that we've made. For them at the end of the day, it's a football game, and it's the same width of the field, same length of the field. We just have to go out and play how we know how to play, and not make it too big and not get too nervous because it is a CIC game. And I think that's probably like the biggest emphasis we put on this week is just going out and playing our style of football and come firing off the ball for the offensive line and everyone. So.
To your point, you haven't played in one, but a lot of your teammates, it hasn't gone their way the last couple of years. And for a little while, this was a series that Navy dominated. How much of that – look, I get that every opponent, like, you're going to be up for, and you don't need necessarily any extra inspiration, but have those kind of recent results led to there being a little bit more talk and maybe a bit more of a chip on the shoulder for you and the guys going into this week?
Yeah, I think for sure. I mean, I think all of us want to make a statement and come out with a win, especially on the road. It's going to be a hectic atmosphere, and I think we haven't won there since 2012. So I think for all of us, it's kind of a chip on our shoulder of we want to be able to get it done. We want to be able to be the group that gets it done. And I think just having the trust in each other, that trust in the defense that they've been playing great, they can do that again Saturday and keep it going throughout the season. And that on offense we can execute our offense the way that we know we can execute it. So.
All right, I want to talk to you about your mother. I love your mom, and I know that she's become maybe her own like little bit of a celebrity in Navy football circles because she is very active and she is so supportive, and I think your relationship is really neat. Can you tell me about that relationship with your mom and what it means to you? Obviously, it's not everybody's got a mom that loves them and all that, but how supportive she is and how involved she is. And why it is that it's so important to you to go see her and hug her after games, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, she's given me everything. I feel like since I've been growing up, it was really just me, her, my brother, and my grandma that lived together. My dad would come and help support with football and all that, but she was one. Her and my grandma were the one running me around to all my sporting events. And I mean, I owe everything to her for. And that's like I feel like that's the repayment I can give her is just showing her that how much she does mean to me after the games, whether it goes good or bad, and she's always going to be there regardless on my side, fighting for my side. I mean, I know like during the like plebe year naps, it was times where I was questioning being here, whether I should be here or not, and she was always the person I would talk to about it, and she always was in my corner regardless of what my decision was going to be, but she always was definitely one of the main reasons why I stayed. And she said that you just try to stick down. If you don't like it by the end of your sophomore year, then I understand. And then obviously sophomore year had some good times, had some bad times, but overall I realized that this is definitely the place I want to be. So I mean, me and her, I talk to her about everything. She's always there. She's always making sure I'm okay, and definitely our relationship has grown more and more as time has gone on. So I mean, I owe everything to her, and
awesome.
she's definitely my biggest role model and support. So
you're giving me goosebumps. By the way, we're talking to you on National Sons Day, so I feel like this is going to be special for her too. Like I feel like that's going to be special for her to hear, and I love it. I love watching the relationship you guys share from afar. It really is a very neat thing, and I love how supportive she is. Not just to you, but she's gassing up all your teammates on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like she's got to be right.
She loves it.
I mean, she's got to be like the guys got to love that. They got to love the fact they almost have like a second mom, right?
Yeah, they do.
She's the best, man. That is so cool.
She is.
Hey, Ty, what can we plug for you, man? Social media wise, where can Navy football fans be giving you a follow? Twitter, Instagram, anywhere like that.
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram. I'm pretty sure my name's just Tai Lavatai on both of them. That's probably the two most social media platforms I use.
I guess you got a little bit lucky. It's not quite like Glenn Clark, where you have to fight with about 1 billion other people in order to get the handles.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's only really one or two of them. So.
Oh man, that is good stuff. Saturday noon, CBS, Navy and Air Force, big national TV game. We'll have a huge audience. Looking forward to seeing what's ahead for you guys. Incredibly inspiring win down at East Carolina. Tai Lavatai, thank you as always for taking the time for us, man. Best of luck this week, and we'll look forward to chatting again as the season goes along. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.